that chase was, and that particular innings by Suryakumar Yadav was as good as it gets. I've seen many chases where a batsman just makes it look so easy, but he had the cigar on the go and the nice whiskey to match. He just made it look like a little stroll in the park. The cigars was going, he was having a little bit of the scotch, and he went down to whenever he wished. He played cricket shots. There was not a huge amount of funk. It was just real high-class cricket strokes. Of all the players in the IPL this year, I don't think I see a player play spin with so much ease.
Yeah.
The way that he can play spin, he also has the game against the quicks, but the way that he can control the spin, it doesn't matter what spinner it is, whether it's a leg spinner, an off spinner, or a left arm spinner. He's just got the game and the calmness and all the shots to just, at any time you feel they can hit the boundary. That was a special innings.
There's a lot of faith that is put in Surya, Doull, and we know this, we've discussed this before, and it's no secret that the captain Rohit Sharma has a lot of faith in Surya. Surya was opening, got the most number of runs one season. He's got him at 3. There was a little birthday video doing the rounds just before the season began, right, where he said, Surya, your India cap is not very far. And that was basically what, sort of what the weather was, right? You thought he was going to get his India cap. I think today was also a bit I think that little celebration in the end when he got this done, the team being announced yesterday, I don't know who he signaled to, but it reminded you of something, didn't it?
Yeah, it reminded me of a Shah Rukh Khan movie, wasn't it? It was a bit of a Mehuna.
Nicely done.
I've got this. I'm here.
High five, Doull. High five. Well done. Yes. He did a little mehuna there at the end, but point to prove, I think it just sort of can really kind of motivate, where he feels like it really should have got that call up and didn't.
Well, it's almost like, what more do I have to do? All you can do is continually put your name in the selectors' minds. Now, there might be some on the bus, on the plane ahead of you, but if you continually bang that door, at some stage they kind of have to open it up. They have to let you in. And I mean, he's doing it in the Saeed Mushtaq Ali. He's done it in the IPL the last 3 years. He just continues to impress. And Vaughan's totally right. And I mean, he's far more qualified to talk about batting than myself. But I mean, the way he plays spin, the way he takes the quicks on, whether it's a short ball, whether it's full, and just I liked Michael's point. Just around his composure at the crease. In some of these chases, when he scores big, he just wants to get the job done, and that's all you can ever ask from any batsman. He can't be far away. He cannot be far away from pulling that cap on.
I always say to any player that's not been picked, your job is to embarrass the selectors.
Yeah.
Simple. And the only way you can embarrass the selectors is by doing exactly what he's done this evening. If he gets 20s and 30s, the selectors can sit at home and go, well, you're not picked because, look, you're just getting 20s and 30s. But when you're winning the game for your team and playing innings like that, he does that again in the next game and gets them to the final. He's going to embarrass the selectors. So that's exactly what he's got. The message to him is embarrass the selectors over the course of the next 2 weeks. Make sure they're sat at home. They might be having a cigar and a whiskey, by the way, sat on the nice just embarrass them. That's the only way you can do it.
Yeah, and that's a great point about Surya, is that he just plays proper batting shots, classical batting shots. But when he needs to, he'll play the cute ramp and he'll go over the wicketkeeper's head. He can just do that again. Mumbai's formula of just pulling things back. So he really is a player who's giving you so many dimensions, and is a player who's hungry to get that little asterisk next to his score and take the team to the win. Make sure he is there and make sure he does the little mehuna move in the end.
He's also he's brilliant in the field. And like, he's not a big guy, but he's very strong, isn't he? You see him, he's obviously, he's a strong player. And he's got, as I said, he's just got all the shots in the book. You can't fault what he does. You can't fault the numbers that he's got in the last 2-3 years. And, there's some very, very good players. Don't get me wrong. In India, there's some very good players on that plane going to Australia. But they've got to be good to be keeping this bloke out of the team.